Chapter 5. Point of View. Let me tell you a story. Imagine that you are standing in a room and looking out of a window. There's someone outside that is gesturing to you. You can see them, but it is hard to make out what they are doing because the window is dirty. You look and look, but you are not sure what to do because you are not sure what it is that you see through the window. You go closer to the window and peer out through the dirt, but you still can't see very clearly. Until you do, you won't be able to tell what this person wants or if you should deal with them. You reach up and rub away some of the dirt. This is a little better, at least you can see more clearly, but it is still hard. You grab a rag from nearby and wipe off more of the dirt. That's better. But still, you can't hear what they are saying, except in a distorted, unclear way. You look around for the latch, and finding it gives it a twist. It is old and rusty, but it turns some, not enough to open. You struggle with it for a time, then you go and get a pair of pliers and some oil. You return and work the latch until it is free. Then with a shove and a groan the window opens, and you can, at last, hear and see clearly. I am telling you this little story because I want to illustrate to you what obtaining a point of view is in the acting process. All the behind-the-scene work that you do as an actor is similar to your cleaning, fixing, and opening the window in my little story. Let's return for a moment to the person in the room. What would happen if our person, instead of getting a dirty window cleaned and then opened, ran from room to room and tried window after window? Each window would offer a different view with a different level of clarity and intelligibility. In one room you would see a little better, and in another room, you could hear a little more. By going from room to room like that, would you ever get a window clear and opened? Would you ever know what the person outside wanted? Not very likely. Many actors suffer from having too many windows to look out of. So, they never spend enough time working at one window to get the clear view. Their acting is muddy and unclear. One of the main problems that young or untrained actors have is in finding and maintaining the clear point of view. Knowing what you know and not knowing what you don't know. I have noticed that when actors analyze the people and situations of a story, they tend to look at things from too many points of view. This looking at things from multiple points of view diffuses and dissipates the focus of the actor's creativity. One of the things that this training and this method teaches us is to find a clear point of view and to hold it. All of the things that I have talked about in this book are designed to bring the actor to a clear point of view. When I was in training, especially in the first year, I would always hear my teacher talking about finding out what my feelings were concerning what happened. At first this confused me, because I didn't know what feelings were, and I certainly hadn't been allowed to express them in my life that often. As the training went on, I began to realize that the crux of this evocative type of acting is centered on the clarity of one's feelings. After a while, my teacher's constant focus on feelings began to make sense to me. The more I allowed myself to have and express my feelings, the more I understood that my actual feelings were the result of my point of view. My point of view was the starting point upon which I based everything that I was and did in my life. It is the basis of your personality too. It is also the basis of the personality of the person that you are portraying in the story. This knowledge made it easier for me to create as an actor. Because, if I could establish a clear viewpoint, then the feelings that would follow would also be clear, and the actions that arose from those feelings would be clear too. The result was that my acting gained strength and clarity. A window had opened from the inside of my personality to the outer world. A window that allowed my soul to shine forth. In fact, the more freely I allowed my feelings to express themselves, the easier it got to act. I was basing my acting on my unique point of view. When I approached the person that I was going to portray, I did so by first establishing their point of view, and then inhabiting and maintaining that point of view. Now the whole process of acting seems simple and easy to me. Like the person in the room, I can open my window and look at the person standing outside. I can hear what they want with undistorted sound and sight. Not because of anything that they did, but because I have created a clear point from which to view. When an actor takes on a person to portray, they actually take on the job of making clear to the audience what this person is all about in this situation. They take on the task of finding the unique point of view and allowing the soul of that person to shine out. This is the one obligation that every actor has, that they can't avoid. This is their job. But why do all this work, in the first place? Why go to all the trouble? Let me continue the story. You are the person in the house. Outside the house is the person that you are interacting with. But, off to one side is another person who is watching the interaction between you two. Neither of you see this third person, but this person is watching and trying to understand. This person is trying to learn something about themselves by watching you two and understanding your actions. How can this person understand you? Through dirty windows that distort your words. If the person that you are interacting with is also in a room with dirty windows that distort their sound, how will this third person ever know what is happening? How will they learn what they need to learn? This is the position of the audience. The audience is this third person, watching you two go through your paces. I am going to give you a truth about acting that will apply to everything that you do as an actor. I am stressing this truth because it is the answer to my last question. Why go to the trouble and work? The audience will only understand and be moved by your performance if you have and maintain a clear point of view. They will only see what you show them fully. They will only know what you actually know. They will only feel what you express openly. Because, by having become the audience, they have chosen to see and understand what you are showing them. The wonderful thing about this is that it is all possible through your own actions and not through some mysterious hoodoo voodoo. You needn't have gobs of talent, and you needn't be outrageously handsome or beautiful. All you need to do is to establish and nurture this three-cornered relationship, actor to event to audience, by finding a unique point of view. You must find it first as an actor, through the training you do, and secondly, as the person of the story, by your understanding of their situation and personality. When an actor chooses two viewpoints, the focus of their acting is diffused, and the audience attention is split in half. When the actor chooses three viewpoints, it is cut into thirds. The audience becomes confused. Which of these many viewpoints do they follow? If an actor were to choose 5 viewpoints, the audience would be hopelessly lost, and frankly, the actor would be too. This is the foundation of the admonition to actors to make strong choices. A strong choice is one in which there is only one viewpoint. Which audience do you want to perform in front of? Which type of actor do you want to be? Thanks for watching.